Hello, everybody. My name's Ardendress, and welcome back to Final Fantasy II: The Pixel Remaster. This is probably the last episode, unless something catastrophic happens. I'm recording this immediately afterwards. I just took like 5 minutes to try and cool down because it's very warm in my room. Anyways, last time wrong button, made our way through the Jade Passage. Not much of great import happened in there. There was a King Behemoth. That's kind of a cool fight. It seemed scarier than it actually was, though. Otherwise, made our way through, grabbed the rest of the chest in that place. Uh, got some cool items out of it. Found a mage merchant inside who just gave us a couple little spells. And after making our way through, we made it to Pandemonium. Which we've progressed somewhat through. We fought Tiamat and, was it Astaroth, I think? A couple of minor bosses. I mean, those were cool fights. They had some tricks that could have been pretty scary, but they just didn't use them. You know, this is also probably like a mini boss chest, but is there anything else over here? It sort of keeps going. That's a very long dead end. But yeah, basically a couple of bosses here in Pandemonium. Just made our way through a couple of floors. There are 6 more chests in here. I know where 2 of them are, which means there's 4 up on higher levels. And then the only other chest left in the game for the achievements are in Fynn. And for simplicity's sake, instead of running back to Fynn, I just looked up how to get them. And it is pretty stupid. We can't. We did not go up to this random NPC in Paul, tell him, oh yeah, Cyclone, so we don't get the chests. We have the Cyclone keyword still. But apparently, and I literally tried using it. I tried using every keyword on him, but the Cyclone was already gone, so we don't get the chest. That's stupid game design. It's like, you're heroes, you're trying to save the world. But there's a Cyclone right now, so I'm going to give you the items for the Cyclone, regardless of the fact that you're still trying to save the world, and I still want to help you save the world, but you're not asking specifically about the Cyclone, well, the Cyclone's still here, so it doesn't matter. And there's literally nothing telling you to do that. Absolutely nothing anywhere even hinting at that possibility. Yeah, that's stupid game design. Especially since I did talk to him about Cyclone. It was just talk to him after the Cyclone was gone. Whatever. Whatever, we don't get the achievement. There's 8 chests in there. Apparently there's some cool sword. But whatever. I probably would have replaced it with something we have now anyways. But I would have replaced it with Defender and Excalibur anyways. Whatever. Anyways, monster. Who is this mini-boss going to be? And then there's one more before we continue upstairs. Zombie Borgin. Hello there, it's been a while. The zombie makes me assume I can do a lot of damage with a cure here. And, oh yeah, also last time we got a bunch of magic for everyone and started training some stuff up. I feel like Drain on Undead should probably actually hurt us instead. It does. Why couldn't I have thought of that before I did it? Oh, that's one shot. Oh, goodbye. Okay, Egg Salad does not do a lot of damage. Put her in front of an undead, and the undead ceases to exist. A little bit of evasion, a little bit of agility, just a bunch of gil for our troubles. Genji gloves. We did get a Genji helmet. Also, sorry if you hear fans noises. I have 2 fans running right now. I need them. Guards against stuff such as sleep. It's a big defense buff, but you'll lose some magic defense. Honestly, that's probably a big enough buff, so I don't care. Genji gloves on you. Oh yeah, that's just like 100% worth it for you, huh? That's attack down for you, magic interference up. Yeah, putting magic interference up on either of them is probably not worth it. Giving you defense and magic defense, that's a worthy buff, I think. So there's that. MP's looking a little bit dour, but we do have boatloads of ethers and elixirs, so I don't care too much. I think we're good to keep going. I'm actually pretty annoyed about the fact that we're not going to get the achievement just because it didn't tell, just because I talked to him after the cyclone was gone about the cyclone instead of before, when I wasn't told to talk to him at all. Monsters. Oh, okay, hello Beelzebub, ambushed. It's single target 800? I feel like I just screeched in the mic, sorry there. Okay, I guess the damage exactly, though. So, he has Flare, it's kind of dangerous. Ultima, Fire, and Death? I'm assuming you would need, like, level 12 Death to one-shot a boss with it. That would be my assumption. Okay, he heals off of Fire. I guess that makes sense when he's using Flare. Although Flare is, like, pure magic damage or something. It doesn't actually apply Fire. Oh, he's weak to Ultima, though. That's interesting. That's the first time we find someone who takes extra damage from that. Ultima off of both of you. You're just going to, I guess, cure here. Get party members staying alive. And you might as well keep draining. I really should give him Osmos. I think he's kind of the party member who should get it. I am curious. You can steal MP from bosses, but do they actually have an MP bar? Like, are they limited in what they can cast? I'm not sure. If it is, it's obviously like a fully hidden value. So Flare, Ultima, decent chance it just goes down this turn, but you're just going to cure to make sure she stays alive, and you're going to drain. Oh, okay. I should also get Nando's cure level up, and Exile can heal like 1200 now or something. Did she crit the first Ultima? How did she do 1000 damage on an Ultima? No idea. She did 1000 damage somehow, and I have no idea what she did. Full party cure. And just keep on using Drain, I guess. Yeah. Why is the damage so different? Like, one did 400, one did 800, one did over 1000. What happened there? I don't think there's, like, crit damage on magic. Drain leveled up. It's the only thing that did. Exilid's getting bunches of stats. Nando's getting bunches of HP. How did you get Spirit? You only used, like, 4 white magic spells. That's pretty lucky. And you got HP Stamina and 60,000 gil for our trouble, as well as the Genji Armor. One of them could get the full Genji Armor if they wanted. Guards against instant death. That's 25 extra armor at the cost of 50 magic interference. Ugh, is that worth it? That's a lot of defense. That loses all your evasion and so much magic interference, though. I don't know if I really... Yeah, I'm gonna give it to you. Egg Salad takes half damage from being in the back row, and Nando has the most HP. And they're mainly magic users at this point. Although I'm using a lot of magic with Yamato now, too. And I still don't actually know how much magic interference works. I'm not sure. Oh, I'm just gonna stick like this. I have 2 mainline fighters. Nando's kind of an all-arounder. He's like an HP sponge rather than an actual tank. And then there's Exilid, who's mostly just ultimaing everything into the ground. And casting a bunch of curing magic. Anyways, there's the teleport pad up. Just to make sure, Cure is actually very close to 16 now, which is pretty cool. We'll at least get that achievement, even if we won't get the chest achievement. I'm still so sad. I'm gonna bring this up just one more time, hopefully. I'm still so sad about this. I'm gonna lose out on an achievement for this. I was so careful to avoid doing anything to lose out on content, and somehow I'm gonna lose out on content anyways. But Pandemonium has 7F. Let me guess, there's 3 more? 4 more. I couldn't remember the exact number. So 4 more here somewheres. There's 1. Sage's Wisdom, that's a maxed out spiritual. Or is that maxed out intellect? I'm not entirely sure which is which. There's... Oh, we have to go all the way around to get to that other staircase. Got it. At least we're listening to really good music in this place. Bum 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 bum. Let's see, chest over here. Then there's another couple different staircase directions to go. I'm never going to use that thing. Let's see, staircases all lead to this place. 2 different ways to get to the staircase, but this way runs by a chest. And then there's going to be 2 more, right? Acid Vial, I'm assuming that just casts like Scourge or something. I think that's the poison attack. Pandemonium 9F. Anything at all? Or is it just like this big open space with a bunch of spires? I mean, there's the staircase, but it looks like it's just a bunch of spires. Or statues, rather. Pandemonium 10F. That's the throne. This is the end. Hold on. Yeah, I missed a chest somewheres. Where is it, though? It's not on this screen, and I didn't see it on this screen, unless I want to double check real quick. So there's 1 more chest somewheres in here. Quick scan, quick scan. Yeah, there's nothing there. That's just the final boss chamber. So I missed it somewheres in the dungeon. So I guess I have some backtracking to do. Did I just, like, run by something without checking it for some reason? 1 there. 1 there. It's not on that screen unless there's an invisible wall somewheres. Hold on, I have... teleports? Vanishes the target... that's out of the dungeon entirely. Someone had warp, right? Oh yeah, it was Layla. Do I have the warp book? Maybe. Yes, I do. Sure, W danger, you get this. Vanishes the target to another or transfers to the previous floor when used in battle. Wait, what? Oh, not forget, use. Oh, that brings us back here. Okay. So, not useful, since we already started making our way back down, but oh well, I guess that'll get us back up to the top pretty easily. Anyways, I gotta start making my... I gotta do some backtracking. Okay, there was no way I was finding this without a guide. I looked through most of the place and didn't find it. Apparently there's a hidden door here with just like a single squiggly line on that wall to show you. And it's the Masamune. I'm so glad I'm so glad I just looked this up. Masamune, it is actually a different weapon type. Hold on. I mean, it should be, because Masamune is like pretty different from any other sword in the series. I'm curious, how does this scale then? If it doesn't have like an actual weapon type attached to it. A katana of unequaled power. Cast haste when used in battle. So you'll lose a lot of evasion, but you'll get less magic interference and a bunch of extra attack. Wasn't this the same case in the first game, or Excalibur is just objectively worse than Masamune? I think it was. And honestly, losing all of your evasion for a little bit less of magic interference and a little bit more attack probably isn't worth it. This happened again. I mean, the Masamune is awesome, but still, I don't feel like Excalibur should just be immediately thrown to the wayside as soon as you get it. Fine, you get the offhand wield Excalibur. There you go, W danger. That feels so weird. Excalibur should be like the strongest sword available, but it's just not. Anyways, that is 10 out of 10 chest in here. If I want the achievement, I'm gonna have to go back to like a previous save file, lose like 2 full dungeons and 3 full dungeons actually in most of this one. And then, yeah, it's just not worth it. If I want the achievement that bad, I'll just go ahead and just go back to that save file and get them. Since I got every other... Is it every dungeon, is it every chest in one playthrough, or just every chest at least once? Because if it's every chest in one playthrough, then I'm just not going to bother. But if I can just go reload it just before then, I might do it. Anyways, that's it, right? 10 out of 10. It's just the chest and fin that we can't get. So really, I think it's time to go face the Emperor one more time. Stats-wise, everyone's full MP. Everyone's at full HP. I shouldn't use elixirs. I should use up all of our ethers here first, and use the elixirs if I need them in the battle. But I don't have much stat magic, and what I do have is pretty low level. So, it can't really boost us up like I did in the first game. It really is just going to come down to how much damage does the final boss do? And can I out-heal it? Or can I out-damage him to the point where he'll just fall pretty quickly? I think it's... I don't think there's anything else to do. Ethers, I have 41 of them. Each one heals 20. You don't need any. Here's that. Get everyone as close to 500 as possible. Oh, that actually puts you at exactly full. I probably wasted one there. He probably only needed like 11 and it gave him that. You know what? I think we're good to go. Let's pop in a quick save here. I mean, let's just take one final look at this boss chamber, because look at this, it's so cool. And then there's the Emperor in all of his evil glory. Oh, this is so cool, and the music's amazing. Let's go.
You have braved the bowels of the underworld to reach me, but the hand of man, which deals in false justice and forsaken love, can never hope to defeat the Lord Master of the underworld.
Let's go. Oh, look at him. He's got a Tiamat helmet on. Like, he's no longer human, like, in the slight, in the least. So, I'm just gonna hope that he doesn't one-shot everyone every single time he attacks, again, like the final boss in the first game. So let's just start off strong. Strongest attacks, hit him for everything we've got, and hit him with... I'm not even gonna bother with death here. It would be funny if I just instantly one-shot the final boss, but it's not gonna happen. So instead, just max out damage. 734 on Flare. Is he actually hitting stronger with magic? Or would he hit stronger with physical? 737. Okay, Nando almost 100% is going to hit stronger physically. That's not too bad. Let's just see. You two are going to hit physically now. And honestly, you're going to hit physically too. 0 damage. You should be using Drain. You should only use Fire. And physical combat is worthless, isn't it? Oh no, your Masamune hits for like 700. Starfall. Oh, he hit us with a meteor. Full party wipe instantly? Okay, only 250. I think your physical attack is slightly better here. You do that, you do that. I still didn't give him Osmos. Okay, so if he only does Starfall, and that's the only danger, and that's the only damage W Danger takes, then he'll never die. He'll only stay at full. Yeah, if he just keeps using that. Okay. We're doing about 700 damage per turn here with Yamato. Let's switch back to Flare for a moment. There's that, there's that. You're just gonna fire. You're just going to drain. I probably should heal Nando here in a moment to be safe, but I think we're good for one more turn. Yeah, your physical attacks, if they crit, are slightly better than your just Flare. I wonder how much max HP this thing has. Probably like 20k. Oh, come on. And he heals off of it. Are you actually kidding me? This game is full of weird nonsense where every boss has like insane like effects on them. Okay. Okay, fine. Fine. Life. Cure on yourself. And I'm just gonna hope he doesn't immediately put Yamato back on the ground. Life should heal like 500 now. Oh, only still 240. You would need like max level life to make it actually like good revival. He's back on the ground instantly. How am I gonna do this? I need to cure. I need you to life. I need Nando does not go first. Nando is slow. You fire. I think you might outspeed here. So life, cure, drain, fire. Okay, I think that's the turn. I should have tried to get Yamato some extra HP here. I saw him falling behind and I didn't do anything about it. Although it did not take W Danger very long to catch up. So there's that. Honestly, slow won't matter too much. He's only using drain anyways. Flare, Ultima, fire, drain. I just don't have any other options. It's just sort of forced to do this. Like, no other magics, no physical attacks. It's just like these little bits here and there. But unless he takes a solid 4 turns in a row, just bop, 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 or he physically hits, knocks someone down, Starfall, immediately knocks them back down on the next turn when I life, and then physically hits like Egg Salad down. As long as Egg Salad doesn't go down, I'm not seeing how I lose this right now. Though that can obviously change at a moment's notice. Drain. Let me guess, he's going to use max level cure on himself at some point soon, right? Like we're going to run into an infinite regenerating boss who just can't die again. Like, that's how the first game ended, and I'm still sour about it. 777. She would have just barely survived that at max HP. Okay, we lose. We just lose. There's that. Cure on her. And you're going to drain here. I need this to work. Okay, the right turn order. Cure should heal 800. Assuming he doesn't... Okay, slow is fine. He's still not doing physical combat. Okay, that's fine. She needs to use Cure on herself as well, though. Flare. Cure on yourself. You're gonna fire for the damage. You're going to drain. Okay, she just barely avoids healing herself to full. You're still at full, doesn't really matter much. The only one missing much HP is Nando, and he can still tank a hit. Fire, flare. I mean, I'm scared here. He can... Ew, come on. He heals up almost 3,000 damage every time he uses a physical attack. There's nothing I can do about that. That is outrageous. I also can't see. I have sweat on my eyes. Ugh. Flare. Yeah, flare. Physical attack, hope for the crits, because we know that's slightly better. I can't have you cure first. Because we know Lando goes last. So, I mean, I kind of have to have you use... Yeah, you kind of have to life, and then you kind of have to cure, and we have to hope it goes for Starfall instead. Because we know we'll survive that, at least. 445. Okay, we're doing less damage now. That's a one shot, or just barely not. I need it not to physically hit ever. I need him to never use a physical attack. Or else I just cannot win. Here on W Danger. W Danger is going to drain. Let's see. He healed up like 5,000 damage, 6,000 damage. And I'm only going to do like 2k back. If that's, like, not even. Yamato's the only one actually attacking it. Starfall is fine. Fine. In fact, I could have her full cure and get all that HP back. Flare you. I need to do damage, but I also need to heal every turn. Fire. Drain. Honestly, maybe I just do go pure damage here. I still need to try the Holy Lance. Let's just try it. He's only dealing like... he's only doing chip damage anyways every turn. Let's see. That's 13. 16. Oh, come off it. That's so outrageous. It's just... Ugh. That's just so bad. Fire. Let's just try it, shall we? Excalibur doesn't have a special effect, but this Holy's... Where did it go? Holy Lance. Let's just try it. You don't have great spirit, but it's okay. Let's see, 815. Holy 8. Interesting. 7. No, not worth it. So, what determines the level of the Holy he cast then? Like, highest Holy level on the team? Would that make sense? No, I think hers is only 6. So is it like a random roll? No idea. There's Flare. You need to cure here. He's gonna go for a physical hit here. So cure doesn't really matter. In fact, it's just more HP for him to steal. So just go for the damage. Just go for the damage and drain. This... Yeah. He heals way too much, but honestly, it's still feeling more like a more fair fight than the first one. Until he pops out like a full cure whenever he feels like it. Blind? I think blind is damage down, if I remember correctly, but Asuna should clear it. Maybe. It was blind 14. Maybe Asuna won't clear it, but I'm still going to try it. I can't afford damage downs. Okay, Asuna worked. That's fine. That's good. MP is still looking fine. HP is not looking very good, but that's nothing really much I can do about it. Just keeping on as much damage as possible. That was only 1,000 this turn or so. Layer X, that's fine. That's less fine than it went to W Danger, but it's still only like 800. Layer... I need to just do as much damage as possible. I can't afford to heal. Okay, there's 350. Even if he does attack, max he gets his 2,200. 350. What? I used the wrong skill there. I tried to use... I just healed him for 60 extra. Oh, come on. Oh, it's so it's just bad. It's so bad. Flare. Fire. Life. He heals way too much. It's just too much. Like, grinding for higher HP actually makes this fight harder. I want party members to go down with only like 400 HP at a time. I want everyone to just survive a Starfall and then come back at like 800. It's healing. Healing heals him. Healing is worthless. There's nothing I can do. Honestly. Honestly, these two should just be kept up for healing each other. And, like, occasionally getting a revive off on Excelin and Yamato. Like, these two should never have more than, like, 300 HP. I need it to heal as little as possible. I need everyone to just survive Starfall. Slow on you is fine. You're still not using physical attacks. There's Flare. There's Ultima. You should cure Excelid here. And you should Drain. Do not warp again. Okay, 300 back. Most he heals is 2,000 again. So yeah, every time he physically attacks, it's 3 of Yamato's flares. And 4 of her ultimas. Okay, he only healed 899 that time. That's fine. Flare. Don't bother. There's that. Drain. I should not be using Drain, actually. I should have him physically attack. It'll do less damage, but it will be less recovered from him. Okay. This is weird. Like, usually I want everyone to be as much HP as possible. But that's the wrong way to go with this fight. He just healed 2,200. Flare. Ultima. Life. Oh, I can't be at 300 though. All three of them die to a Starstorm or whatever it's called. I've made a mistake. I kept them too low. Oh, come on. It's better. It is better than the final boss of the first game. That is not a high bar. I'm having to be way more strategic about this. I don't think this is a bad fight. I just don't like it. Oh, come on. I think the final boss of the first game was a bad fight. I think this fight is just not my cup of tea. That's where I'm sitting right now. Like, in theory, I like it. It's cool. There's nothing inherently wrong about most of the things. I just think the lifesteal is too much. Like, if he's doing 4,000 damage max a turn, he can one-shot whoever he wants and he heals up every single bit of damage he does. That's a little excessive. I wish I had, like, max revives rather than just, like, regular lives here. You need to cure Excelid, you need to revive her, and I need it to be the right order. $270, she'll get to, like, 1,000, I think. Layer will go through. Yeah, Starfall might one-shot the entire party here. It's gonna be close. Oh, it only does 250 now. I was thinking it was doing 800 or so. That's fine. Full party here to be safe. Fire and Drain. This should put everyone at like 900 or so. That's gonna be the max heal. That's one turn, that's fine. That's actually, we do more than 900 damage a turn. So I think if I stay right here for the rest of this fight, I outdamage whatever he heals on physical hits. But this is super risky. 1197, fine. Flare, Ultima, Life. Oh, this is such a weird way to play. Why did that Ultima do over 1,000? What is with the randomness in her attack power? Flare, that's what does 800, right? Oh, only 700 this time. I wish I could select only 2 party members to get the cure. I would want Nando and W Danger to get heals, but not Yamato or Excelid. So you two are going to do that. You're going to fire. You're going to drain. And I think this is where we sort of have to stay. It was I think I made the perfect decision giving everyone life. Letting everyone basically have infinite Phoenix downs. Perfect. Whoever goes down, just cure up whoever. He'll go for single target hits more often than not. So if someone goes down, I can just bring them back. And you just continue to Ultima. Honestly, yeah, this is rough. This is going as well as I could hope in this current situation. Nando and W Danger are sort of just taunting him, trying to get them to attack him. They're just sort of there to make sure Yamato and Egg Salad stay standing. And I think Nando will just survive. I think they both just survive the Meteor Swarm, actually. That's bad, but not worst case scenario. There's that. Fire does more damage. You life on Egg Salad. I should have cured life here. That's what I'm supposed to do when she goes down. Fire gets a little bit of extra chip damage in, but not enough to really warrant it. He probably another physical attack. He heals up another 267. It's fine. Flare. Ultima. Life. Okay, 676. So okay. That it? Huh? Okay. I thought the game soft-locked. I was going to scream.
Unbelievable. It defeated by insects like you. Not once, but twice. Who are you?
Hoorah! You know, I was complaining during that fight. That was actually kind of fun. Like, that's a fight where you get into that situation to start with. You're kind of like, oh, what do I do here? Once you figure it out, and it becomes like a strategic, oh, I need to keep party members below like a certain HP. Like, Yamato and Egg Salad, the two damage dealers, need to be just strong enough so that they'll survive a single target flare. But if they do get physically hit, they will fall, but they'll only heal like a certain amount, and then you need everyone to be just above the damage floor for the hit everyone attack. Honestly, I was complaining that whole time. That was fun. The final boss of the first game, I think was bad design. This one, like I said, I don't think was bad design. I just don't think it was my cup of tea. And then I took a couple more sips during the end of that fight, and honestly, that cup was pretty good. That fight was pretty good. It's done. Now let's get out of here. And honestly, looking at the time, like perfectly fight. That was like a 20-minute fight. We took like 20 minutes to clear out the rest of the dungeon. Honestly, like perfectly timed. It's finally over, isn't it, sir? It was a long struggle, but with the Emperor gone, we've nothing left to fear. Thank you, with all my heart, I thank you.
With the combined strength of Kashan and Finn, we will rebuild the kingdom anew. Together, Princess, we will create a kingdom even fairer than the old. Though once a coward, I now stand here a new man. I have all of you to thank for that. You have my deepest deep gratitude, I think is what I was about to say. Deepest gratitude. I'm sure Scott is smiling down on me from above.
Look at you. Do you realize what you've done? Who am I supposed to steal from with the Empire gone? You put me out of a job. You could just give me the 8 chests in your house, Paul. Is he actually supposed to be based on a beetle? I just noticed the haircut kind of looks like a beetle's haircut. I don't know if it was actually Paul, but if it was, I guess I'll just have to start stealing from you. Better watch your backs. Nah, I'm just kidding. You showed so blah blah blah. Let me try that one again. You sure showed them, Yamato. You every bit the bloke I pegged you for. If you ever feel like trying your hand at pirating, what, does that not sit well with you, egg salad? It looks like your next battle's already begun, Yamato. Goodbye, Leela, and thank you. You did it! I'm sure my dad's happy for you too, up there above the clouds. Oh yeah, her dad was the one who sacrificed himself in the snow cave so that we could beat Borgin and make it out of there. I'm going to be working here serving the princess. I just want to do whatever I can to help out. Oh, he appeared. Joseph? Or Joseph. I don't know. It could go either way. We must now dedicate ourselves to the task of restoring what was lost. Farewell. Words cannot express my gratitude to you all. Yeah, I think we earned a rest here.
War finally over!
Yes. We can all live in peace together. We can all live in peace again. Together. Right, W Danger?
There can be no going back. Not for all of us.
Why? Don't go. Yamato, stop him. Egg salad. W Danger is right. We've been through too much. I can't stop him. Not now. W Danger! We will meet again. Minwoo, Sid, Roddick, Yosef. Thank you, my friends. Let's go. Well, we should be going too. This is only the beginning. Oh? Their long struggle was finally at an end. The Emperor, Pandemonium, the monsters plaguing the world, all had vanished without a trace. Peace had restored once more. The wounds of the war would mend, and the memory of those bitter days would fade. And it looks like they rebuilt whatever that town was called. I can't remember right now. But one thing would never be forgotten. Actually, I think that might have been Gatria. That a band of young heroes once saved the world. Oh, the flutes! Final Fantasy II, Pixel Remaster staff. Okay, I can skip credits. I would assume that it's almost the exact same team that made all of the Pixel remasters. Like, it's same company. They're all in like the same style. They all even like sold together. So I feel like it's probably like the same people as well. But cool people made a cool game. How would I rate this one? Honestly, I kind of like the idea of rating all of them. It feels a little bit silly. It feels a little bit rough in places. But I feel like... And there's 16 games, main games, not counting like the Kingdom Hearts and whatnot. So how would I rate this one? I think I ended up giving Final Fantasy 1 a 6, if I remember correctly. I was between a 6 and a 7. I'm not going to give half numbers. If I was, it would be in that range. I'll just give a 6. This one... I like the story in this one. I like that this one has a story. The first game didn't really. This one... The story's a lot better. It feels more like I'm playing a Final Fantasy game instead of a generic RPG. So that gets its bonus points. And in theory, I like the stat system. I don't think I used it properly, but also there's, without buffs, you just don't get stats. And like training up different magics and different skills. I think it probably gets a 6 too, honestly. Like, I think I enjoyed the story more. But statuses are rough. The stat system's a little bit rough. They were trying something new. It makes sense. Yeah, I think it's also a 6. Once again, just like the first game, I don't think this one ages nearly as well as like later entries. Like, spoiler alert. The only Final Fantasy game I've beaten before I played 1 and 2 was Final Fantasy 4. So that's probably going to have some nostalgia points. But I think that one's getting an 8. Unless it is way worse in the Pixel Remaster, or it's way worse than I remember it being and I just don't have as much fun with it. That one's probably getting an 8. I played that one 6 years ago? Maybe 8? It's been a while. Yeah, unless that one is way worse than I remember it being, Final Fantasy IV is probably getting an 8. I think that one ages better than these two. 1 and 2 just don't age that amazingly, in my opinion. Later entries are just better. But as far as they go, enjoyable. I probably wouldn't really replay 1 or 2. But anyways, I'm just going to skip to... I don't remember if there was anything after the credits in the first game. I don't think so. I'm going to skip here. Save. Oh yeah, that's what happens. Data saves progress up to the final boss. Save completed data. Sure, cool. Return to the title screen. That's probably a pretty good place to end things off. Oh, achievement, War's End. Defeat the Emperor and restore peace to the world. Hold on, where was the Cyclone? Yamato, Minwu's still around, so not there. Is it this one? Is file 9 the Cyclone? Or is it like file 8? This is, I assume, Ekmet Automaton. Yeah, this is pre-Leviathan. So file 10 then? This is file 9. I guess I used quick saves a couple of times. Oh, I don't have a quick save before the Cyclone. Or I don't have a true save. I used quick saves during those moments. Oh, that sucks. I can't even go back to right before it if I wanted to. I would have to go through the Leviathan and everything over again. Yeah, I don't care. I don't care enough about an achievement. It would have been cool to know what was in those chests, but I don't care enough. Hold on, let me just go look up what we missed out on. I doubt it doesn't change anything. I'm just curious. Okay, I can't seem to find a full list of what's there in Paul's house besides that it's good items. The only thing I can find is the Blood Sword, which is apparently stronger than either Excalibur or Masamune, because every time you use it, it just heals you and does 1/16 of the opponent's HP, including the final boss. So that would have limited the final boss to 16 turns, basically. Probably like 24 with it healing every turn, but you know what I mean. Like, using that, healing up like 1/16 of his HP, which I can actually check this. Extras, Bestiary. I'm assuming Emperor Final Battle. Oh yeah, it doesn't tell me his HP for some reason. It doesn't tell me anything about him. But I'm assuming he probably has like 20,000 HP. It probably heals like 1,000 each turn. Maybe 30,000. I don't know. But anyways, that's probably a pretty good place to end things off. We'll continue on with Final Fantasy III at some point soon. I don't know entirely when. Last time, I think it was like a week between games. I don't know when I'm going to record the rest of it, the next one. But for right now, I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and I hope to see you next time. So, without further ado, take care, everybody. I want to thank you all one more time for watching, and a special thank you to the channel members Yamato Tanagura, Goddess of the Starfilled Void, O'Mello, It Me, Sammy Lawrence, Logan Anderson, Kyle Coette, and Nando Lang. Thank you all so much for the extra support. For real now, take care, everybody.